Hello, everybody. So, as you know, right now I'm stacking videos for while I'm gone, and I don't know how long I'm gone. And so, what I wanted to do for this video, I showed you how to do a trifold card in a previous video. And we made this one, right? Now, I want to show you another way to do a trifold card. I have a pre-made card blank here, right? And it is a 4x6. Just wanted to show that. Normally I would probably do this with white, but this was just the one that I grabbed. And since it's really just to show you how to do it, that's why I'm not too worried about it right now. I didn't think I was going to use this trimmer again, but I haven't got another one found yet. And I'm just trying to get some videos for y'all to have to watch while I'm gone. So I want to show you an easier way to do a trifold. You don't have to do all the measuring and everything. But I'm not going to use this paper. This is... I'll maybe use this one. Okay. So what I'm going to do is take another piece of paper and probably do at 5-inch. But you want the 4-inch for the cover to be here. So I'm going to do it at like, I want this fold on the 4-inch mark. See, it's not quite there. And I'm going to give it a little bit of extra to account for the score line. Then come trim it. And I need to get it at 6. It already doesn't look straight. That's not straight, I don't think. Yeah, see, it wasn't straight. I only want this section on the other side of the score line to be like maybe an inch or so long. And hopefully that straightens it out for me. It still looks a little crooked. It still looks crooked. That's the scoring one. I'm going to bring it in a little bit more just because I want it straight. I'm going to use my score line and line it up against this here. I'm going to have to go a little bit more because it's not straight and I need it straight. So it might be under an inch now, but now it looks straight. So there's different ways you can do this. If you want this to stay the back, then you're going to glue this here. Oh, I didn't get it at 6. I thought I did, but I guess I was off a little bit. Okay. So you can put this here. And depending on how you want your card to fold, it can go this way, or it can be your centerpiece, right? My preference, especially since I did this a different color, is to do it this way. And this way, this card is still folding the way it's supposed to. And this becomes your top, right? This becomes your top. So when you open, this opens, and then this opens. And this is on the back. That's the way I prefer it. So that's the way I'm going to do it. But you can play around with it and see what you decide. Maybe use repositionable tape, and that will help you see. It's all in the way you want it. So I'm going to tape this real good. I like gripping it before I put it on. It just is easier for me. But I'm going to tape it real well. My centering of that wasn't so great. I'm not getting it taped up as well as I thought I was going to. You especially want the edge attached well and right here attached well. I don't want to put tape on top of tape that isn't peeled yet, so I'm going to go ahead and peel this one. My babies are really going in the background, but I can hear other birds outside too. I am getting excited for the next Anna Griffin Create event. Just for some reason this time it feels like I might really need it. I'm going right up on that score line. Now, if your paper's not scored already, then cut the size you want, like 5 inches, and score it at 1 inch. I forgot to mention that, didn't I? Score it at 1 inch. And that way, it actually is easier that way. Because you don't have to worry that you're cutting it right. I'm going to put another piece on here. Right through here. Okay. So now I'm going to put this, and I'm going to line it up very carefully. Right next to the score line. I'm not going on the score line. I'm just right next to it, almost on it, but not quite, because I want it to fold in nicely. And you want it pretty straight. Sometimes you have these pre-made blanks and didn't get it perfectly straight. Maybe I can adjust my score line a little bit here. You see why I show you everything? Because I mess up. And this way you can avoid my mistakes. I don't pop back out. It doesn't want to stay there. So I just pushed it out. Scored it out. Yeah, still didn't go straight. It could be cut crooked, this cutter. You hear me complain about it all the time, but now I have my trifold. So, you can do it another way, too, is put it on and then trim it to the card. That works really nicely. So you can see how crooked this is. So you would probably use your trimmer and trim along the edges. I am going to come in with scissors because for me, with that trimmer, I'm better off trying it this way, and I'm going to trim this. Because I'm not perfect, and my stuff doesn't turn out perfect. Paper cracked a little bit right there. I should have checked my score line a little bit better. All right, so here we have now a trifold card that is ready to be decorated. Do I know what I'm doing with it yet? No, I do not. But let's put some paper down. Does that go? It maybe does, but it's confusing my eyes, which tells me no. That is not a good choice. So let me try something else. Oh, this is so pretty, but do I want to use this for that? Oh, it's not even a whole piece. It would look good. But it's not a whole piece. I'm not going to get 2 cuts out of it. Let me see. I don't know. I kind of like these 2 together. Yeah, I think those will work. Okay, so I need 2 4x6 sheets. Here we come with the horrible paper trimmer. Let's do the just under. Because I use 2 different colors, I don't want to try to hide that. I want it to make like it was deliberate. So I do want to leave a little space so you can see the different colors underneath. You know, I'm going to turn it this way because I know this edge is straight. Okay, and then I'm going to go to the 6 and I'm going to give it that little bit of short. Did I cut this one? No. Okay, there we go. We're good. So they're exactly the same. 4 by 6. This one will go in here. I maybe should have done it even a little bit smaller than that. Because it really isn't leaving any border. I'm going to go ahead and, yeah, I'm going to trim it down. I'm going to trim it down. I'm going to trim them both at the same time. Okay. I got to figure out where I want to go to. How much border do I want to leave? How about here? That just takes... We'll go to the 3rd one down. That doesn't look like it's straight. And I want to leave the same amount of border on the bottom. Let's see what we get. Not straight. Let me see if I can get this a little bit straighter. That looks better. Not straight on the top either. This one looks pretty straight. So this must be this side. That's off a little bit. I don't understand what I'm doing. It's almost like I need to take a paper trimmer class. Paper Trimming 101. Using a paper trimmer 101 is more like it. Okay, that really cut it down a lot. But now it's straight, I think. It looks like it's straight. Of course, my card blank, who knows? It's definitely quicker to go straight to the paper. It just seems like, I don't know. I'm just going to do this, otherwise we'll be here all day for this video, and I know you don't want to do that. Don't want to sit here and watch me struggle all day. Let's not push it down yet. Oh, see? Let's try it this way. Not the best, but I know some of you are so, I mean, you send me cards and stuff, and it's just amazing what some of you make. And I just, it's just, y'all, some of you, oh, gorgeous. That went a little better. Okay, here we go. Now, we went down quite a bit on this. Let me see. We went down to just under 3.5 by just over 5.5. I don't know now if I want to even really cover that with this. That might be too much. Okay. Let's see. Let's pull out the embellishment box. That was on that card. Nope. Nope. What's this paper be like impossible to match anything up with? I would not be surprised. Some of the stuff in here. Well, that's got to be cut. I don't think so. Let's just keep on here. Now this could go in here. I keep wanting to bring these chickens in. This little guy lost his legs. This one lost one of his legs. This guy still has his leg. I might have to mat it to find stuff that goes with it, you know. Time to work on some more embellishments, I think. Now these flowers I have added that liquid shine stuff. I can't think of what it's called. That makes it look like glass on top of it. Look. How awesome is that? I really like that, like that. Trying to think what I would do on the inside then. These flowers are too thick, two-dimensional to be on the inside. There's a pink one. Okay, that's the outside. Okay, maybe. No. Did I make that work? No. Seems like I should have another one of those bags. Okay. I might have it figured out. Oops, this one said congratulations, and there was another one that said well done. It was definitely in here. There it is. Okay. So, I'm gonna kind of trim this one out. I think by sticking to a lot of white, it also helps to bring it all together. The fact that I used different colors. So that would be there. Right, I could do something with this. Looking to see which colors I have real close. Translucent's not gonna work. Parakeet's not gonna work. Bordeaux is not gonna work, so we'll try this. Winter Rose. Now, if you want it to come in more and not just the edge, then you're going to have to come in with a blending tool. I just wanted the edge on that just to come through a little bit. And maybe I should blend it in. Okay. Let's blend it in. Shoot, that might be all I needed was just that little bit. Okay, let's tape down. And I'm going to use this again. Do you all end up with a pile every time you're done like I do? This definitely needs something like the dots. Right? Am I giving you an earthquake again? I am, huh? I need something that stabilizes the table a little bit. Okay. Okay. Coming along. You don't want to put that upside down. Well done. Didn't I have something else for here? I thought I did. That really doesn't go with those other flowers, so no. Nope, nope. It does need something here. I have an idea though, but I'll have to come back to it in a minute. originally had it down lower, didn't I? We're still a little ways from graduation, but I know that for a lot of people, plans are already going. People are already making plans. Well, see, I had to separate. This was down lower. But you know what? Let's go ahead and check it. Okay. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do for these. So I don't even know if this is going to work. If I can get the tape. Any other time it's sticking to my fingers. And right now I want it to, and it's not going to. Just making a little ball with it. And this idea of making this little ball came from watching Scrapbooking Made Simple with Is it Stacy? It's been a long time since I've watched it. She always made these little, she called them goobers, I think, or something like that. I don't know how well they hold. The hardest part is getting that tape. It has so much to become with her. I haven't watched her in quite a while, and I think I was just starting to feel like she got that job with Sizzix, and it just started to feel like there was a lot of, even though she always was selling, and that was, it's her business. Oh, I was gonna do the pink on this, and I didn't. If I can just get most of the edging here. There we go. It takes a little bit of that starkness out, even though. Ooh. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get, well, that's glitter. I'm not going to do a glitter. I'm going to do a, that's the color I need, but I have one already opened. Maybe don't. Okay. I haven't opened this one yet because I probably already have another one in there, but Shimmering Rose looks like about the color I want. I'm gonna do some here in this corner, but here's what I want to try. Let's try it on a piece of blank paper. If I do a good size, oof, and then come and do some small ones, a good size, and then some small ones. Do a little flower. Thing is, you gotta let it dry, and you gotta give it like 24 hours. They self-level. And now I need to just let it sit. And see, that first one turned out like a blob, but this one, see how it's self-leveling? And it's looking more like a flower. So we'll hope that happens here. I'm gonna make sure I should move it, just so it's not right there. And put this around it. That way, if for some reason the top does flip over. Okay, these need to go back in the embellishment box. All right, there we have it. Another way to do a trifold card. That's actually, if that one was touching, it would have been really good. All right, hopefully that turns out. We will see what happens when it levels out. This is what it's looking like now. It's starting to level out. It looks like that one's going to touch and the others aren't, but we'll see what happens. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining me. If you like my video, please hit the like and subscribe button. Please join me again. Everybody have a blessed day. Bye-bye now.